Hi guys, subscribe today and I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. 3 to 5 Chelsea videos daily. Guys, let's talk about the talented central defender Levi Colwill. Um, Twitter has been ablaze with the imminent arrival of three new defenders, Koulibaly, Aki, and Kimpembe, to replace Rudiger, Christensen, and possibly Aspi Kualta. So now the drama here is that, hey, why are you going to sign Kimpembe from PSG, 26-year-old Kimpembe from PSG, when you have Levi Colwill, your own product that you've trained? He's 19. You can hold on to him as the fifth defender. However, that argument is a bit short sided on for various reasons. The first reason is number one. He's the first reason is the obvious reason, which is he's 19. He's relatively inexperienced. Okay, for Chelsea's current ambition. Okay, and if you look at his CV, right? He's been with Chelsea since the age of 8, so he's a Chelsea boy, through and through. At 18 years old, he has signed a 5-year deal. He's only 1 year into his 5-year deal at Chelsea, senior contract. Okay, and last season, in other words, the only senior experience he has under his belt is the season-long loan he had at Huddersfield Town last season. At that team, he played 29 games and scored 2 goals. By all reports, he had an excellent loan. So, especially given his age and everything, like he's fair play to Levi. He's done very, very well with his a 1-year loan at Huddersfield. Now the begging question is whether a 1-year loan at Huddersfield is enough to replace the experience of one of the three experienced defenders that Chelsea is losing or has lost going into this season, of which last season Chelsea finished 19 points behind Liverpool and City. And so that's obviously that's a tightrope that needs to be walked. The tightrope is: does Chelsea want to compete with the top two, or are they more concerned about providing a pathway, quote unquote pathway, for their young players who, though they're not fully ready, but they have all of the talent in the world. So that's it's there's no easy answer. However, if we go by how Chelsea fans, the vast majority of Chelsea fans feel by the end of the season, each season, when Chelsea comes 20 more points behind first place, then that will let you know that is what is basically driving this. It's one thing for fans to get on Tuchel and get on the management to say, hey, why are you not giving these kids a chance? But then at the same time, then don't put too much pressure, right? Why the same fans put in pressure, asking questions that why isn't their team good enough to close, to quote unquote close the gap with the top two teams. So that's the tightrope that there's no easy answer in fairness to both sides of the argument. However, let's look at two players. So Levi is 19. I've already given you his CV. Trevor Chalaba is 23 years old. He also joined Chelsea at the age of 8. So he's a true Chelsea boy. Now he's 23. Now here's what Trevor has. Trevor played 43 games at Ipswich Town, scored 2 goals. That was his first loan. Then he went to Huddersfield Town, which is the same team where Levi played last season. So Trevor went to Huddersfield Town 2019 to 2020. He played 36 games, scored 1 goal. Then he went to Lorient, which is a French League One team. He played in the first in the Premier Division in France in the season 2020 to 2021. He played 29 games and scored 2 goals before he came back to Chelsea 2021-2022 season. In the preseason, fought for his shirt. He didn't make any demands. He fought for a shirt in preseason and won a shirt. And Tuchel played him. He played 20 games. If you recall, he had some injury issues, so he was in and out, partly due to injury as well. So he played 20 games and he scored 3 goals. So their point, and he's 23 years old. Now, if you fast forward, let's say in the next 3 years from now, Thiago Silva is almost definitely going to be retired, if not from football, certainly from Chelsea, right? Koulibaly, 3 years from now, is going to be 34 years old, going on 35. So there's no rush. There's absolutely no rush. Just go out on loan. Go out, Levi, should just, it's all about Chelsea saying, okay, let's find you the best loan deal that we can find you, whether it's going through our legend, Frank, Lampard at Everton. They can send him to Frank on loan or to any other solid team in the Premier League on loan, right? And then within another 2 years, Levi is going to be ready, because Levi is definitely a good player based on the little that I've seen, and based on how fast he's been moving up in his career. So, but notwithstanding, for the detractors of Tuchel, Tuchel still plays Hudson-Odoi. He's young. He's from the academy. Obviously, y'all already know about James and Mount. Then, in addition to Trevor, he also gave Ruben Loftus-Cheek a full chance, a full season worth of chances to establish himself in the first team. So, I mean, I feel like some fans are being unfair here in terms of rushing to judgment. And again, I think based on some clarifications through Twitter, based from Ben Jacobs. It appears that there's been some kind of clarification that basically Levi's camp is basically saying, listen, we're not necessarily asking to leave, but we just want to know what, is there any plan for Levi, any long-term plan for Levi's future at Chelsea? And that's fair. I mean, that's what one would expect. That is what one would expect. So yeah, so the my expectation here, I honestly I don't I mean, anything can happen, right? However, I don't expect Levi Colwill to be sold. Hopefully, calmer heads will prevail, and Levi will be sent out on a loan. Okay, so guys, how do you feel about this? Levi, should Chelsea, should Tuchel hold on to Levi as part of his first team? Should he not sign Nathan Aki? Should Tuchel and Boli, should they pump the brakes on the Kimpembe deal or on the Aki deal so they can, make room for Levi? How do y'all feel about this? Just please just let us know your thoughts in the comments area, and please like this video, share this video, and please subscribe. Thank you.